and they can hear you.
Welcome, everyone. I saw it. I saw Streamlabs. I saw your build. Exclamation broken.
Welcome, folks, to episode 230 of the JAC Show. I am the genuinely beautiful and moronic hack.
And I am your favorite VTuber, Jack.
And I actually want to start off first. If this Dr. Crow is busy with his stream, but Jack and I were talking about Dr. Crow just as before we started, and I just want to say rip to our Pokemon versions of ourselves. We couldn't. We failed the poor doctor. We failed him.
No, we didn't fail. He failed us. Don't have us be blamed for his hubris.
We failed each other.
You can't be blaming me for him sending me out there for a hound hour.
We couldn't take him to Victory Road. We couldn't take him to fight Red on Mount Moon. But at least we were there to the end. Oh man. This is Johnny. Why must Johnny? He says, why must you fail me so often?
Hey, don't blame me for what the coach said. The coach sent me out there. It's like the coach for a boxing match sending out a lightweight against a heavyweight.
Oh man. You know, I do gotta pop. You know, this reminds me. I do gotta at least pop into Dr. Crow streams, but every time when he does stream, it always happens to be when I'm either middle of doing something, or I'm already like knee deep into some other activity, and I don't want to stop that. So it's all on me. I gotta make myself less busy, or at least pause a bit and jump in, even if it's just a quick hi or just stay for a few minutes. I gotta at least give courtesy. I'm being a poor online friend for not doing that. I gotta at least give some courtesy. So you know what? Because of that, I failed him. That's why he didn't win. Sure, he was behind the controls and he ultimately makes the decisions, but you know what? In my head, I failed the poor doctor. me in my unknown from me.
No, your unknown is still alive. HAC Jr. is still alive.
He killed my son.
Not even you anymore. Yeah, he put your son out there. I wonder how your son's gonna be right now. I'm looking at the stream to see if he's gonna die.
Of course, you realize this means war.
Oh, his total die was poison. I can't wait for it to die on the first 2 hours of the game.
Also, hello, Gertis Splurtus, for your interesting comment. No, I can't say I have not. But actually, didn't that happen? I think that happened in Australia once. So it has happened, but with an Australian couple, which I don't know if that makes it slightly better, but not really. Still though, I can't imagine the sensation is all that pleasing. Oh, almost forgot, Jack. Did you even introduce yourself?
I did.
You did? Oh, my memory's failing me. I'm so traumatized by the death of my son.
He's turning senile.
No.
He's turning senile.
The death of HAC Jr. It made me forget the basics of the basics. Am I even streaming? Who are you people? Anyways, thank you. Thank you guys for joining in. And actually, for this episode, I actually do have a theme that I was running through as I was thinking of what I want to do with this episode with you guys, and along with Jack. You know what that theme is, Jack?
What will be that theme?
The theme is genuinely excitement. There's a lot of things that have been just popping up that has make me either genuine excitement. That
okay.
And I actually wanted to share them a few of them with you guys. Now, Some of it relates to just stuff that I'm interested in, but there is one that actually, Jack, I would like to hear your thoughts because while I don't see you being interested in this thing personally, I would like to hear your thoughts about it. So, I actually would like to jump into the first topic. I I haven't. I'll be surprised if you aren't aware of it, but if you're not, Valve has announced a brand new piece of hardware for people to use, and that is the newly unveiled Steam machine. Jack, are you aware of this announcement?
There's 3 things
Well,
that were announced.
that's the one I'm mostly focusing on the cube itself.
Wow. The GameCube for PC.
So yeah, it's a literal cube, and you know what? And just for an image reference, let me pull up actually just an article that kind of goes down for everyone in the audience, so they can see what that we're talking about. If you don't know what we're talking about, let me move a few windows here. Ba ba bum. There we go. So actually, so this was announced over the I believe over the weekend, or at least late last week, or late this past week. I should correct myself. And quoting this article, Valve announces new Steam Machine console price, specs, release date. Well, actually, price we don't know yet, but they have released the specs, and we have a general idea when it will be released. So, I actually do want to ask first off, Jack. Like I said, I correct. At least you could definitely set the record straight. But knowing you and knowing you well enough all these years, I don't think the Steam machine itself interests you. But I'm quite curious of what you think of it as just a product for people to buy in order to play games on Steam.
No, I would buy it.
Really?
I would buy it. Yeah. Yeah, it's a do you know how much easier it would be to stream? Because you would have a dedicated console that plays your PC games,
That's
and then you can leave your actual PC setup for streaming.
that is true, and you don't have to dedicate power to try to do both things at once.
Exactly. And even then, it just makes a lot of PC games more readily available for people in general, especially with the new controller.
Yes, which actually, I wonder if I could find an image of it. I don't think I can, at least not in this article. I don't think there's an image of the controller, but I did see it, and it looks rather. It looks rather interesting, I would say. Certainly, a much improved than the. If you remember the very first Steam controller that they ever made.
Yep.
Yeah, that was.
That was for the Steam OS, I think.
Yeah, that one was. You know what? You gotta start somewhere, and that's what that was. You gotta start somewhere. now, since you are more tech savvy when it comes to CPU, of all the specs that was announced for all that the Steam machine would have, is any? Do you believe that what it has is viable to play a majority of modern games? Well, yeah. Do you believe that the specs of the Steam machine is viable to play a lot of modern and upcoming games?
Um,
If you need a,
I wouldn't say like at I wouldn't say it like ultra or high quality, maybe at medium.
I
And
see.
some games, depending on some games, high quality. I'm not too familiar with AMD, but I have heard that the Zen models are pretty good when it comes to the CPUs. I am kind of curious what it means by semi-custom, so that would be interesting to see.
And then he's referring to the GPUs, ladies and gentlemen, mostly gentlemen.
Well, it says both right there, CPU and GPU, semi-custom.
Right. And so now, with so with all of that, I think this machine, when I saw it and heard the news and looked more into it, it actually got me pretty happy. mostly because it will finally allow me a way to have the games I have on Steam, which is a good amount, and be like, finally, I can play them in a comfortable way like it was a console, which means I can connect it to the TV. I cannot technically I can do that, but I have to connect it to the laptop and I have to reconfigure the display things and all of that noise instead of just plug it in, turn it on. So that's what I'm actually made immediately made me want to be interested in getting this thing because number one, obviously, once I do, just like you were saying, Jack, I can then I can probably do the same thing as you. It will make the streaming process a lot easier on our own hardware that, especially in my case, probably needs to be updated like 3 years ago. But more importantly, uh, it was just it's just it's just for me a nicer way to be like, finally, I can play uh these other games in a comfortable manner instead of sitting on a computer chair right in front of my laptop. And there's some games that might be viable, especially if they're very very piece uh what's the word? Not PC friendly. Games that are game
PC
genres.
oriented.
Thank you. Especially game genres that are very traditionally PC oriented. But outside of that, I want just keep playing a controller, plug into the box, put the box to the big white box, and then I'm set. And plus, especially if it's reasonably priced, which I'm hoping is like I'm at least hoping is either equivalent, wishful thinking, maybe a little less than the Switch 2. I think that's wishful thinking. Then I'm already sold on it, and that'll be something I could save up and purchase, assuming nothing goes wrong when it comes out, because you never know.
And also to add a little bit more to the how big this is gonna be, because like the fact is, again, this will revolutionize a lot of gaming in general when it comes to the console stuff. Hell, this could be a big competitor to the big name consoles like Xbox and PlayStation,
Yeah,
primarily because you're opening up a big repertoire of PC games to be in a console like fashion. And you have that Steam controller that they do have shown. It is kind of weirdly bulky, and I will say like it doesn't look appealing, but who knows how it's gonna feel when you use it.
Hey,
And even if you don't like, even if you're not really gonna be playing that many like PC oriented like RTSs or things of that matter
MOBAs.
with the controller, you can be like if you scroll down a little bit to the specs again, it shows that it has USB ports. So with those USB ports, you can definitely connect your Xbox 360 controller that you have like a wired one, or sorry, not 360, the Xbox controller that's wired, or maybe even hell a USB GameCube controller like how I have it for my totally legitimate copies of Nintendo products.
And as well, and as are people who enjoy the dual sense, you can also use it at those as well. So really, it's just is a lot of options given to you, especially if you're already use Steam on a regular basis, like Jack and I. So, like,
Although I
yes,
would say if
yeah,
you're gonna buy it,
ja,
personally,
ja,
I would say to save up money for the 2 terabyte.
the two
Don't go
terabyte,
for five.
512.
Yeah, do 2 terabyte because doing a 512 gigabyte SSD is going to be absolutely nothing. Nowadays, games, they for some reason love to have the games so uncompressed that you have like 150 gigabyte size games just so they can take up most of your space on your console. Get a 2 terabyte.
Yeah,
It's probably going to be $200, $300 more, but it's going to be worth it.
you know what? You're absolutely right because you just got me flashbacks of when the on that the on when our family's PS4 was regularly used, my brother had one Call of Duty game, the forgotten Call of Duty World War II or WW2, and that
Mm-hmm.
game itself took up half of the hard drive of the PS4.
Oof.
I know, and I also choked up a bit when I saw. I was like, man, I low on storage, and then I saw what was taking up most, and I saw Call of Duty, and I went like the air sucked out of me. It's like, what the hell?
Yep.
So, you know what? You're absolutely right. And I was kind of thinking, well, I don't play a lot of big heavy games like that. But then I remember, no wait, there is a few of them that are just gonna get bigger, like Street Fighter 6 and
Yep.
Tekken 8. Mostly
Yep.
those two I'm thinking of, and I'm like, oh yeah, no, I should invest in the 2 terabyte version.
Yep. But nowadays, when it comes to console gaming or just gaming in general, my biggest recommendation is never go gigabyte anymore when it comes to storage.
No.
Invest in terabyte because now we're getting it. It's long past the days of gigabyte memory
Yep.
where everything used to be like 5 gigabytes, 10 gigabytes. We're now hitting a low end 40, 50 gigabytes and a high end of 150, 160.
Or 250 now with the Switch too.
Yep. So like that's why I mean, right now I have 1 terabyte, half a terabyte, 2 terabytes, 2 terabytes.
Which actually
Oh,
means
actually
that
no, four.
which actually means I wonder if the 512 gigabyte. I wonder if that one's gonna be. Most likely is not gonna be sold as much because everyone's gonna want the 2 terabyte option. Which means I wonder if it's gonna be a situation like kind of like with the Wii U, where everyone, if you don't remember, when the Wii U came out, there was two models. The white model only had, ready for this? You ready? The white Wii
Mm.
U, which was the base model, only had 8 gigabytes of memory. 8 gigabytes. And the black model, the deluxe model, had, I believe it was 32 gigabytes.
Uh, I will say that. Oh, you can actually look at the. If you want to, you can actually go to Steam and look at the actual Steam machine page. Has a lot better like stuff that you will see like more better detail.
Mm-hmm. Let's see, I can pull that up right now. But yeah, the so as I was saying,
Here you go.
so what the so the example I was trying to kind of emulate was that because the deluxe model had more storage, has a lot more storage than the base model. That was eventually the model that everyone kept buying to the point that Nintendo stopped producing the base model, and the deluxe model just became the only Wii U model. So you had like this funny kind of weird Mandela effect where no one remembers a white Wii U, even though they
I will say this though.
even though they did exist.
I will say this though. It's there has I feel like the one thing that would stop it from being one of those type of consoles where it's gonna sell out is the fact that you can only really purchase it from the what you call it
Steam's
the
page.
Steam page. Yeah,
I
and
actually
even then, not many people have heard too much about the Steam machine, unless TikTok is gonna blow it up.
that is true. I remember actually when looking up the article I was showing y'all, the I was saying more recent articles talking about that same issue, and to me, this is how I see it. Uh, Valve really doesn't, they don't really need to market themselves in the way that Sony and Microsoft do with their consoles. Mostly because they have garnered a lot of good faith. and Steam has been around for over a decade, and especially if anyone, and that's become like the prime uh game store for anyone to get into PC gaming. What's the first thing everyone recommends? Oh, use Steam. So if anything, us the customers, we're like what we're doing right now, we're doing the marketing for them to show it to other people. So I think the word of mouth, once like assuming nothing goes wrong and this thing works as intended, the word of mouth is going to exponentially well to get this people to buy this machine. And now that's it. Now if if Valve wants to actually sell this thing to people outside of PC gaming, then that's a different story because there's people like you and I who are very into the the game culture, and and the various subcultures within gaming, and we definitely play a lot of games that your average person doesn't play. So we
Mm-hmm.
fit the audience that Valve wants. If they want to go outside it, like a generic example, if they want to get the person who wants to play GTA 6 when it comes out, then they actually might have to do something a bit more, assuming that person is not already planning to get GTA 6 on PC because they're already playing GTA 5 on PC.
No, well, even then, like the thing is that GTA nowadays, from what I heard, it's more popular on the desktop or the PC version just because of the fact that there is modded servers. I don't know if there's modded servers on the console versions,
That I doubt it.
but these do, but they do have modded versions in PC, and those pop up a lot more in social medias when it comes to people messing around with it,
Yeah,
doing their RP servers.
yeah, but
So
but
yeah.
that's a very specific group of GTA players who go out of their way to do mods and do those RP servers. You know, GTA
Well,
has a lot of players, and not all of them do that stuff.
the thing is that when it comes to modding in GTA, it's more or less of you just joining the server, and the server themselves has the mods. You don't have to install anything new into your machine. All you do is just join the server and it's there.
That's fine, but that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the person who, uh, let's see how I put this. I'm talking about your average. I'm talking about your average person who just wants to play GTA, who just wants to play GTA and not fiddle with all that stuff, which is a lot of.
Well, I understand
Yeah,
that. I
which is
understand
why
that,
I'm.
but I'm seeing it from the social media aspect, where I've been seeing a lot more comments from people in social media going, "Man, I wish I can go into these servers, but I can't be able to mod
Yeah,
my console,
yeah, but that's a very
and my PC can't run this."
yeah, but that's a very circle group of people who are into that. I'm talking about the greater ones outside of that, even outside of social media. That's what I'm trying to say, because those people that who are already into that and so forth and so forth, they will most likely hear like the Steam machine or even like the Steam decks, and that's are already out. And what could be a benefit was that if this Steam machine is successful, very popular, and it's just trending all over the different social medias, your TikToks, your Instagrams, and all of the stuff that has a large a large population of users, then eventually it will reach the most the common man who their gaming experience is just hop playing a bit of GT on the weekend, and then throughout the week they play some FIFA. That's the type of person I'm talking about.
Uh, I think you're kind of confusing it, but you're getting into the same area what I was talking about. You just went a roundabout way of going to what I was talking about, but yes. Yeah, yeah. Well,
I think
anyways, let's move on.
yeah, and yeah, we're both saying the same thing. You're right. But the point is, I am. This point is, I I am very interested in this thing, and if they price it well, I definitely will be getting it.
Actually show off the controller a little bit more in detail
Let's see. There you go.
because I want to talk about what do you think about the controller? Like what do you think about the way it looks?
If it
The way you're picturing holding it in your hands?
it probably looks more
Would you feel like it would be a little bit cumbersome? I don't
as
know.
someone with big hands is not an issue for me.
No, I feel like it's gonna have
the
you.
o- the
Oh,
o-
actually, you
the
know
only
what?
thing,
You know
well,
what?
actually, well,
I think I know how to describe this.
right.
It's I think for us as adults, we'll be fine holding it in our hands. And I'm not gonna say this for like kids, but it's just like for the experience of it. But as a kid, it's gonna feel like whenever we have you ever been to a place that had the original Xbox?
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
It's gonna feel exactly like that for a kid, where they hold it in their hands, just like this monster of a controller, and you're just like, what is this? But I feel like, but as you, for an adult, I feel like this is not gonna be too bad. Um,
Also, John,
I
I was
wonder
not
how
calling
well
them out.
those.
You silly man.
He Loki called you out for having small hands. No, the thing is that it's still gonna be cumbersome just because I'm used to grabbing it, kind of like grabbing the handles in a firm grip.
With
I don't
firmly,
know if that makes sense.
without a visual cue, it's kind of hard. I can imagine it. If you firmly grasp it, all right. Jack firmly grasps all his controllers. That's how he plays because he likes it tight, night. I don't know another word to rhyme with, but he likes it like that, nice and tight. He
But at the same time, when it comes to it, I mean, if it's gonna be for the Steam machine, I could just put on my Xbox 360 for,
yeah.
and it is an actual Xbox 360 controller. It is.
That,
I'll put on that controller, and then the Steam one, the Steam controller for anything that's more, God forbid, let's say Civ 6.
the one thing I'm looking at it and actually paying attention, but one thing I am not liking is I don't like that they use the PlayStation style for the sticks. I don't like having the sticks next to each other like that. Only because what ends
Right.
up happening is I might end up, let's say I'm playing something very intense, and my thumbs end up bumping into each other sometimes. I much prefer.
See, that is why the superiority of the Xbox controller will always be there for me when it
Yeah.
comes to
And there's
games like
yeah,
that.
and there's a reason when Nintendo made their Pro controllers that they didn't emulate the PlayStation ones. Well, actually, well for the Wii U, okay, this is not. I don't think it's a hot take, but it's an unusual take. I still think out of the Pro controllers, especially of the last generation, will be on that crowd that say that the Wii U Pro controller is much better than the PS3 and the 360 controller. You can fight me on that. That is my opinion. Looks nicer. Well,
One thing I
looks nicer
will
too.
say, I think the only real reason why they put the thumbsticks as they are right now is not even to appease the PlayStation controller. I think it's just literally for comfortability of the D-pad and the
Hmm.
thumbsticks.
Yeah, yeah. I
And
mean,
it's
it's
like in your mind, switch the two spots, and the thumbstick will be very much towards the edge of the controller, and the D-pad will be very close to hitting the track pads.
yep. And also looking down, looking at the other uh more spec features they have. I actually appreciate that they got the rumble. You know, you gotta have your rumble, but more appreciate is the gyro controls. I actually do like that because I like to fiddle with that if I'm playing any type of shooter because I want to move my hands. I'm like, yay, I'm aiming. That's just
Nah. He wants to go back to playing Dead or Alive and seeing the gyroscopic physics.
uh actually, Jack, I need to mute for a second, getting a phone call, so continue sharing your thoughts, and I'll be right back.
All right. But going back to, oh, thank God he left it at that spot. So yeah, I mean, I've never been so much of a gyroscopic kind of guy when it came to like these things. Only thing I really enjoyed it on was the Wii and possibly the Switch in certain aspects, but even then, I found it to be very clunky in a lot of games, and the gyroscopics is definitely going to be for like very niche titles that enjoy that. Probably for like what would you call it? There's this one game, I think something Dawn something. Either way, there are some moments that have to do with that. And let me double check something real quick. Okay, I was double checking volume. Uh, the the thumbsticks I do enjoy. I don't know how actually I don't really know how I feel about it. Like next generation magnetic thumbsticks, I kind of
The
feel.
master of magnetism. With this controller, you too will feel like Magneto. Tremble
I don't know.
before
I
the
feel like it
Homo
would probably be a
Superior.
smooth. Like it would probably be a smooth feeling thumbstick, but I don't know. Have we ever had anything with magnetic thumbsticks?
I certainly haven't. But hey, I'm willing to try out new technology. Who knows? It could be the future. As long as it avoids having the drifting issue, I think you know what? Why not?
It probably could, since it's gonna be based. It will be based on magnets,
But
so
how do they work?
it'll probably be reading the way how the magnets are placed instead of having a track with the rotation. You know how with the problem with a lot of the like the Switch has with the dust.
Yeah, it's true.
So who knows?
Who knows? But
What do you think about the recharging?
oh the oh that let me see. Having like a little stand like that.
It's like a little. They call it the puck. Basically, it just like kind of snaps on magnetically. I feel like it will be
Yeah,
okay.
it's neat.
I don't think.
It's neat. It's emulating what's some cell phone technology does. That's really about it. Which means that it will actually work.
Now, what about the Steam frame? I'm interested in that. I don't know about you.
The Steam frame. You know what? I could leave this to you because I have no interest in any type of VR tech. So I could.
Ooh, that sounded weird. The audio cut off a little bit. Uh, so for the Steam frame, I'm only interested in it because of the fact that it will be another way to have a readily available VR headset. And I remember when Steam had their own VR headset. I don't think it was specifically Steam oriented, but it was a VR headset. It was very big, very clunky. I mean, they were doing a lot of experimentation. This one felt like they added in they made everything more compressed, more compacted together. I find the how do you even say this? Introducing FOVated foveated streaming. I think you would have to go up on your yeah, that one. Foveated streaming. Are you aware what this little display is doing right now?
No, let me read it. Is it pronounced foveated? Sounds like it's supposed to be foveated. Is that how it's pronounced? Foveated?
Tomato. We don't know.
Okay,
I
Steam
don't know.
does.
They. I don't think they said
Steam
it.
doesn't know. I'll say foveated. Foveated streaming is
All
a
right.
new feature that optimizes detail where your eyes are looking and typically offers over a 10 times improvement in image quality and effective bandwidth. Behind the scenes, we're using low latency eye tracking data to steer the best quality pixels only to where you're looking. This is all happening without you noticing and works for your entire Steam library. Okay, I understand the concept. It, hmm, it's interesting. I would say that. Of
So to make it
huh.
a little bit simple for those that are confused in the future of the video, this is basically making the quality of or the resolution of the picture, the quality of the picture clear when at the point you're looking at. But everything around it will be less clear. It'll be more pixelated.
I wonder they did that to emulate real eyesight.
I don't think they did it to emulate real eyesight. I think they mostly did it to help reduce on like how heavy certain things are, like how heavy certain games are.
Oh yeah, and they does say here that let's see, it optimizes the details your eyes are looking and to go for image quality and effective. Okay, yeah, so they're doing this so that things are optimized. I Meaning that hey, we want to make sure the thing is working when it needs to work and not just working and not just giving you a full nice picture all the time. Only where you're putting
Exactly.
your literal attention to.
Exactly, because and this is not even this is not a new concept. It's more like a concept that's been applied to a new uh I case media because and we've had this concept before, especially when it comes to game design. Anytime whenever there is that's why for example, let's say the Legend ZA because everyone's been picking at it. Have you guys noticed when you're playing Legend ZA, you're moving around town and things start popping into view, like a trash can just suddenly appears, or if you go too far away, the trash can disappears. Buildings appear and disappear, all that popping. In a good in a good development cycle, they would try to hide that from the viewer to not break immersion because that's what you need to do to kind of also like make sure you don't overload the console you're playing. Have the frame rate be stable throughout the gameplay because no one likes to play a game that ends up being very choppy in the middle of it and at an intense battle. So that's what they're doing for the Steam frame, where only in certain areas you're looking at as it tracks your eye, those are going to be detailed better compared to your peripheral or your outside of your vision. So you won't really see that big of a difference, hopefully.
That will all depend on the software that it's used on, because I can also see this as that if whatever VR game doesn't utilize this well, you could end up a situation where this is like an extreme case where everything is just not uh like everything except what you're looking at is not not fully well clear and detailed, while everything else is just an annoying thing to. I had a hard time explaining it because it really is something you kind of have to see for yourself to fully understand it. Also, hi, get him. Hello. So I can see.
Well,
I could see it in
we can see it from the visual
yeah.
here.
I'm just saying that I can see it in an extreme case. If a developer don't know what they're doing, this could look not well. But like I said,
I mean, I don't.
like I said, but only like in an extreme
I
case.
think.
It probably won't be for the majority of VR software.
Well, the thing is that this is gonna be something that's built into the Steam frame itself. It's not something that developers will be having access to. It's not like
Well, it will be something that they have to be
pe-
aware of when they're developing stuff.
I mean, not they can be aware of it, but it's not really gonna affect the development cycle whatsoever, in my opinion, because this is basically helping out. This little thing is helping out for this is more of like a back end stuff for the device itself rather than the game.
Yeah, you're right. I'm just kind of thinking from a game development mind. I'm thinking, okay, how can I mess with people using like this back in my head? Like, how can I mess with people with this
That would be pretty
technology?
cool. That would be pretty cool. Like you can have a horror game where it can be like let's say you're simulating someone that is blind via pinhole eyesight. So it will only track your eyes and everything else around it would be either blurry or dark and you would only have a pinhole eyesight. But that would mean that this game would have to be catered only towards the Steam frame, and you're already cutting a big chunk of the demographic when you have other people playing with the Oculus or HTC Vive, etc.
True, but maybe Valve would like to have games that hey, you can only play this on Steam Frame, but if they want to go that direction, you gotta make your VR machine. You gotta give people a reason to get your VR machine over the others.
True, but that would be pretty niche in my how I think about
And
it.
all of, I mean, the VR thing. I think it's like it's a, you know what it is? It's a, I don't know, use an oxymoron. It's a big niche. I'll put it that way.
Oh, VR
It's
gaming is a niche,
it's a
yes,
big niche market.
but then like if you're gonna make the niche market already even nicher, that's gonna be pretty bad for even in like a low risk form, it's gonna be pretty bad for your profits.
Maybe or maybe not. It depends on how they develop it and whatever whatever behind the scenes stuff that goes on. I'm just thinking of the more creative aspects of the tech, but more than likely it's like as you said, it's probably gonna be it's just something that the Steam frame utilizes, and I doubt there's gonna be any specific software that would take advantage of this, like in a gameplay setting. Is literally just a quality of life feature, so that it's be more comfortable for people to
Yep.
use this machine compared to the others. But with
And I will say this,
uh,
this one does have a pretty powerful processor. I have heard good things about the Snapdragon, so if you go all the way down to headset tech specs,
then here it is.
I've heard good things about the Snapdragon. It's very lightweight but also pretty powerful. And 16 gigabytes of RAM, I would say that's pretty decent. We're heading into a market where things are requiring a minimum of 32 now, but we'll see. Maybe they'll put out some new stuff in the future. Again, I would really recommend you go for a terabyte if you're gonna get this headset. Don't go for the 256. You're not gonna be unless if you're like very casual with VR stuff. But people that do a lot of VR stuff, they will most likely go. I would recommend you getting the 1 terabyte.
And if you can't afford this
I
thing,
do like the.
you can spend that $100 on getting a virtual boy. If you surely want to see where the VR is past. Just get yourself a virtual boy for your Nintendo Switch too. Oh, but no, this is not something I'm interested in. But everything I've seen here does look impressive, and I do wish all of it a good success. Oh, look at the little dancing characters. Why didn't they give the Steam Machine legs? How dare they? Why didn't they give him any legs?
Oh, this one also has haptic feedback.
All my
not on the headset itself, but the controllers.
All my feedback is haptic. What are you talking about?
Oh wow! It even got it got you the weight of the individual controllers as well. With battery, 130 grams per controller. Without battery, 107 grams per controller.
Measuring it by the gram.
Battery life is not that bad. 40 hours of battery life. That's pretty good.
There it is. There's the controller.
I would be amazed if someone went through that.
Ain't no PlayStation Move though.
You know who's gonna go through it quickly though?
You.
People that do VR chat. Because you know what's gonna happen? They're gonna be going, oh my god, this is so great. I love this. I love this. I'm gonna go to sleep right now. Sleeps with it on. And I have seen people do that. I don't know how. It doesn't look comfortable.
Because it very much isn't. But with all of that, I think we can want to move on. So this is it's actually a smart topic, and I'll go by it very quickly. So Jack, one thing that I'm excited for is something that I'm actually doing, well, not right now, but today or yesterday. Yes, yesterday. And that is announcement. I am reading a book. Not a comic book. I'm actually reading a book. However, it may not be a comic book, but it's a book with a comic book character.
I read a book once.
Nah, I ain't stealing his. That's his line. He trademarked it. He'll sue me if I say it. He'll sue you too. Get all your shiny stuff. All your shinies in your Pokemon games. He'll get all of them. No. I want the. I'll show it here on the on the audience side. It's just a cover, so you don't have to worry about it, Jack. But I've been actually started reading a book. Actually came out last year, and it's called Batman Resurrection by John Jackson Miller. So let me actually shrink down this image real quick so it doesn't cover our faces too bad. There we go. So what this book is that it's a sequel to the 1989 Batman film by Tim Burton. But wait, you ask, isn't there already a sequel called Batman Returns? You're correct. This book takes place in between those two movies. So it's a sequel, but also a prequel to the sequel. It's an in-between story. And I've heard of this because I stumbled upon some random video of someone talking about the sequel to this book. And I was actually hearing a lot of not only high praise, but a lot of interesting things. I'm like, well, I want to pick this up. And luckily, it's a book that you can just get in any bookstore. It ain't not something hard to find. And I got it in my local Barnes and Noble. And so far, I read the prologue and I read chapter 1. And man, I forgot how nice how engaging reading a proper book is. Sometimes I forget about that. So it's just something I'm gonna be reading on my own time, most likely at lunch. And I just wanted to share that with you guys. So Batman Resurrection. I'll let you know if it fumbles near the end or not. But so far, just from the 2 sections I've read, I am enjoying it. Oh, and it's for you, Ghetto. The book doesn't. I can spoil this because it's just a prologue. The book does include one Batman character not seen in the Tim Burton movies, and that is Basil Carlo. There you go. So you know exactly who it is. Basil Carlo.
Damn, I can't believe you spoiled the entire book for
I
me.
know the entire prologue right there. Johnny says, so Batman doesn't die on this one. He doesn't die in any of those movies.
He dies a little on the inside because his parents are dead.
My parents. Yeah, it's a midquel. Yeah, I guess you could call it it's a midquel to the first movie. So I am reading that, and Jack, I don't know if you know this, but last week I beat Luigi's Mansion for the first time.
I still haven't beaten it. I still haven't played it.
No, you're not really missing much. Ain't I'm there is no rush to go and play it. Like, it's fun, but yeah, there's no rush to play it.
But I want to hump all the furniture.
I mean, you can do that, but that gets old pretty quick. But yeah, I played it. It took me about 5 hours and 40 minutes to pretty much do everything. Got all the goals, got all the booze. I think the only thing I didn't do is get as much money as I can, because I got a rank B, which means like Luigi got like a nice reasonable mansion near the end. I didn't get the super mansion by getting a rank A, or there's anything higher than that. But it was fun, and also I'm glad that the 3DS version fixes the one issue with the GameCube one, is that you don't have to deal with the inverted controls. They give the option of playing with like you go up and down regularly, or you could choose inverted if you so desire. But not really. And after that, I was like, man, I feel like after that I want to play something else that, you know what, it's a little mindless, but also just also actiony. And so I am now currently playing through Hyrule Warriors. Yes,
Oh.
and it's the first one, so not any of the ones based on the Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom. Playing the first one, the definitive edition on the Switch, and you know, I'm not the biggest fan of those Muso games, those Dynasty Warriors games, but when you're in the mood to play something like that, oh, they fill that mood perfectly. Where you're like, you know what, I want something that's a little bit of a challenge, but not too much. I want to feel like I am doing a lot when I'm really just doing the same thing over and over again. and that yeah, and that's really it. I'm just liking like the loop of, hey, let's do this do this level. It takes about 30 minutes to beat, and occasionally I will restart because like, oh no, my captain died. Restart the whole battle. I want to save him. I've only done that a few times. And then but I will end up like, oh, okay, let me do this first and do that, because there is I would say there is some like primal desire, because on the map you can see how much of your forces and the enemy forces are taking over a battlefield, and there's like some primal urge in me is like, I want the whole map to be my color. I want no outpost, no zone controlled by the enemy. I am going to march Princess Agatha into that battlefield and destroy all the bokoblins in there.
Total victory.
Absolute it's conquest. All right. You think Gadon's the real villain? No, it's my version of Link as I'm slaughtering everyone. So that I'm just literally playing for fun. So I just wanted to share some of the just some casual fun casual things, just getting me excited to just really like playing games again. No, I'm not gonna say that. Not playing games again. It's nice to play a game that's just getting me some unbridled joy. Just jealous as HAC discovered tribalism. I guess so. And I think that all jump started when over the weekend to that on Friday I actually streamed Sonic Adventure 2, the Steam version, and actually it included some quality of life mods in it. So actually, I think Not the no, I don't think it's the first game I ever put. No, it's not the first game I ever played with mods, but I haven't played a game with mods in quite a while, so it wasn't too bad having to figure all of that stuff out. And the thing is, it wasn't even like super creative mods. It was literally just like, hey, these are mods just to make the game more playable. At least the Steam version. And man, in just 2 hours, shoot, I was like already halfway through the hero campaign. I
Oh.
I know
Oh.
I know. I think the last thing I did was that was I beat up that ghost as the ghost boss fight as Knuckles. I beat him up, and I forgot that after you beat the ghost, it goes straight into another boss fight with the egg golem as when you play a Sonic. That's where I stopped. I was like, well, that's the end of the stream, and it ended on a boss fight.
You know, speaking of
Ja.
Sonic, I've I've been enjoying myself playing Sonic Heroes again. Partially because it's partially a force to, partially I was already planning to anyways. So Winter he said, "Oh, you think you enjoy Sonic Heroes? Well, you haven't enjoyed it. You haven't played it like how I'd have. After you play it like how I have, you'll hate it." I'm like, "Oh yeah, sure, sure." He's like, "How much are you gonna like? How much do I get to? How much how much money and I'll to make you play it the way I did?" I'm like, "Oh, I don't know, 5 subs, I guess." So he gave me 5 subs.
Wow.
Now I'm playing it. I'm playing the game as how he did it, which is playing Team Dark first, Team Chaotix, Team Sonic, and then Team Rose.
So he's
And I had to get all the Chaos
he's
Emeralds.
literally making playing from hardest to easiest.
Yes.
Okay.
And as I was playing it, I don't care what anyone says. I don't even care the jank because I've experienced some jank. I've experienced some jank. One of my favorite moments was literally the last act where you're already on the egg fleet.
Oh
You're like in the
yes.
dark area of
Oh,
it.
it's beautiful. Oh, that was a hype moment when I came across that the first time as a kid.
Yeah, and like I'm in the very heart of the egg fleet, and you can hear Shadow going, "Time to I think he says like time to get serious." And then he falls straight into absolute nothingness. Completely misses the railing.
And you didn't even touch your
I
controller. Like you didn't even move him an inch.
I will say it was my fault for touching the controller. It was my fault for touching the controller because I slightly touched the thumbstick getting ready to, maneuver around. I guess because at every other moment, whenever it does something like that, with like an opening scene where your character's like moving around and stuff, you're not able to like move the character. But apparently, in this moment, I was able to move the character, so I basically moved him away from the railing to his death.
Oh, yep. I mean that's the jank right there. But you know what? You just gotta live with it.
It's part of
It's
the
part of the
charm.
yes, you're right. It's part of the charm. Even the way the characters move outside of the pre-rendered cutscenes, even they move a little janky at times.
And like, funny thing is, I don't know what was his deal with the emeralds. I don't know. I don't know what his deal was with the emeralds. I don't know why he was having a hard time to the point where he had to go all the way to Team Sonic to get the remaining
Do you
emeralds.
think?
I got 6 out of
Do
7
you think that?
with Team
Oh,
Dark.
do you? Because I even I didn't have a problem getting the emeralds as a kid. Do you think that when Mr. Winter played this, however long ago he played for the first time, that instead of holding down the B button to keep on boosting, he was tapping it? Because
Probably. But even then,
Because I
now,
remember when I was a kid, I did that thinking that's how it worked, and it was actually pretty hard to get the emeralds that way. It wasn't until I hold the button down, I was like, "Oh, that's how you do it."
well, he's played the game now again 4 times already, doing the same exact route of Team Dark, Chaotic, Sonic, and Rose. Maybe he's just done with the game. But um he does hold down the button.
Okay.
But I don't know why he was having an issue trying to get these emeralds, because for the only one that was giving me a problem was the 6th emerald. I couldn't even find the key for the 7th emerald, so I'm leaving that to either Team Chaotix or Sonic. And I don't know. I'm just like throughout the whole thing. I'm like, I don't know what's the whole deal with this. I find it pretty easy. Like I still got I still got lives. I got 46 lives with Team Dark. I'll be fine.
Yeah, especially
Like, oh, I messed up here. Well, let me just restart the level. I'll be fine.
maybe some people are just not cut out for Sonic. It's the thing. Not
Yeah, you gotta embrace
yeah,
the
not
jank.
every game is for everyone, and it sometimes help if you grew up with the jank. You were molded by it. I didn't
You merely adapted to it.
I didn't know precise controls until I was an adult. Live life.
I got used to, like the weird parts in Sonic Heroes where like you're doing the loop de
Yes.
loops, and sometimes your character would just get stuck.
Yeah. That,
I know how to maneuver those things. I already know, like it's so ingrained in me. Like it was second nature when I went back to playing it and doing the loop de loop. I felt like it was like a muscle memory that I forgot about. It just came back suddenly, and I'm already doing the moves perfectly well.
is your body's like, wait, I remember. And all of a sudden your Sonic Hero skills just came flooding back. You had a brain blast.
It also helps that playing with the GameCube controller really does help.
This is a tangent, but it has to do with controllers. So, in a
Mm-hmm.
similar vein to how you're playing GameCube games, if you catch my drift, I
Mm-hmm.
have also acquired a very specific Nintendo 64 game that I always wanted to try out, and that is
Mm-hmm.
Castlevania Legacy of Darkness, the second
Uh-huh.
Castlevania game for Nintendo 64. I always wanted to try it out. Well, before I like actually properly play it, I have to set up the controls, and it took me a good 30 minutes to translate a Nintendo 64 controller to a modern controller. And oh my gosh. And also and then I had a dilemma because
Mm-hmm.
in the in the original controls, you can have free camera movement with the D-pad. Now, if you guys remember how the Nintendo 64 controller is laid out, the D-pad is on the left stick, on the left side of the controller, which means that you can't really move and control the camera at the same time because then you don't have access to the buttons are all on the right. So so as I was trying to figure out how I want this game to work on my controller, I was thinking to myself, what if I could make this game almost play like a modern game if I assign the D-pad control to the right stick, and I could just move the game like a modern game. But I stopped myself. I was like, wait, no. It's like I want to have some authenticity, some of it. So I chose not to do that, and I'm gonna play the game how Konami intended, to an extent. So I was like, you know what? No, I could get this easy out, but I'm not gonna do that. Why? Because I need to know. I need to know, Jack. I need to know if I could do it. I want to deal with that. I'm gonna deal with
How did
I'm
that
gonna deal
feel?
with that jank in the same way you're gonna deal with the Sonic Heroes jank. Oh, what was? Oh, and there was something else on my mind. What was on my? Oh, there, I remember now. Another thing I'm excited for to keep the excite train. And this one actually I'm pretty happy about. So I want to give an update on how Saint Seiya's doing. And would you like
Oh,
would you like to know how many current views the Saint Seiya video has on our channel?
go ahead.
It is currently sitting at 884 views with 25 comments and 50 likes.
Oh,
Yes, we
nice.
are. This actually is very possible that this video can reach 1,000 views in a very short amount of time, and I am shocked by that a little bit. Like I was already shocked when it reached 500, but the fact that it's very possible it could reach 1,000. I think Latin America heard its cry, and even though it's in English, they're like, "No, our love for Seiya transcends languages." And even just got a recent like a comment that was today, someone asking if I'm going to basically continue covering it with the future shows, and I had to give an on. It's just currently that's not on my plate at the moment because Saint Seiya is big. You know that's like that's like someone telling you, Jack, hey, you beat Yakuza 0, so are you gonna play 1 through 8 for the next few months?
Possibly not.
Exactly. It's like that. It's like you could do it, but it's like, oh, that's a lot of commitment. That's a big
Yeah.
commitment. You know what? It's like, and I just only watched the first 15 episodes, so it's
Are you gonna do the entirety of Gundam?
all the
Are
Gundams.
you gonna watch the chronological order of One Piece?
No, or better yet, are you gonna consume every Fate series? Also, hey, Dr. Crow.
Oh God.
Yeah,
Not
yeah,
fake. Damn.
every Crow. How dare you? You let my son die.
Did you let him
How
die?
dare you? I dare you to resurrect him. I need Hack Junior, Hack the Third. Capture another unknown and call him Hack the Third.
No, stop with the
No,
unknowns. I don't want any more unknowns.
it's Nuzak rules. If he enters a new area and the first Pokemon's an unknown, he's got to do it. Oh, he's still alive. Yeah, give me false information.
I don't think I did. I don't think I did say that he died.
Oh,
Maybe I
we
did.
removed him from the team.
But I was
Oh,
rewatching. I was rewatching it. Yeah, he did remove it from the team.
oh. Well, you know what? It's better than him dying. It's all right, son.
Staying in the PC forever.
It's all right, son. Not all of us were meant to be out in the field. Whatever unknowns do. Do unknowns do anything outside of battle? What are their purpose? Are they just letters? Living.
They are letters that can make wishes in a way, but they have to form it with other letters. So like if you say if you want to wish for a specific thing like power, you have to find a P, an O, a W, and an E and an R unknown.
You heard that? I hear Virgil going into the Pokemon universe to find those specific unknowns. Also, Hack. I was a Togepi. You know what? I don't mind that because that means I get to be nestled with Misty. So suck it.
And he made me into an unknown. And then I was bit in half by a Houndour. It ate me.
It was great.
A metronome explosion. You blew yourself up, Hack.
I did? Oh no. Did I at least was it cool at least? Did I get the job done?
Oh man, playing with metronome is like literally
Did you
gambling.
did
It
you
is
get it for the gram?
it is Hack playing Russian roulette.
Yeah. So
Hack was playing Russian roulette and he lost.
bye, son. Remember, you will always be number one to me. Oh man. I was saying in the beginning of the stream. I need to stop. I need to stop by. I need to watch a little bit of your Nuzlocks. Um, but I have, but I
I'm
got
I'm
and I gotta give myself time for it.
I am getting worried over his Totodile because the amount of times I've seen Totodile get poisoned is very concerning.
He's building up his immunity. We're talking about. I thought out he's gonna be so tough. I ain't poison that comes to him. He go. I eat that shit for breakfast, bro. I don't know why Totodile sounds like this. So I imagine Totodile to sound like. Hey,
Hey! Oh! It's just gonna be Joey Wheeler.
hey, hey, yo, Syndical, how's it going, mate? I'm not gonna say the last word. Yeah, you see Trico? You seen that what that leaf muncher's been up to?
Oh. Wait, hold on. I got the perfect sound for this. Okay, hold on. Let me see.
Was that the sound?
Yes, that was Uncle Ruckus's theme.
Oh, it didn't register for me for a second. There's an overachiever too. Keeps wanting to one-shot Pokemon I can add to the roster. Oh, with a Totodile. Oh, that means that you kind of have to like put it to the side. It's like, all right, we want to capture this thing. Don't kill it. Oh man, now it's just reminding me how in Fire Emblem that you can put yourself in a situation where if you use too much of your strong units, you end up making them so powerful that none of the weaker units ever get to level up, and you end up with a very lopsided army, and that will screw you over late in the game. I like Fire, I love
Oh,
Fire Emblem, but man, that game can mess with my brain sometimes.
I'm. Let me make you an offer.
Can I refuse it?
How about you are
Okay.
able to? So, how about this? Before you start a Nuzlocke,
Yeah.
how about you play a randomizer?
A randomizer. A Pokemon randomizer, you mean?
Yep, a Pokemon randomizer.
Mm. I never got the appeal of those. And like, keep in mind, I know Pokemon's a pretty simple game to learn and get up to, but I hardly have any Pokemon experience. I think doing a randomizer, if I would never even play like a regular game, is just gonna be weird. It'll make for fun, like it'll be funny, but like actually trying to play in it, I don't think it'll be that enjoyable for me at least.
Well, here's the thing. If you don't think that's enjoyable, you're not gonna enjoy Nuzlocke. Nuzlocke, you actually have to have some. You have to prepare in a way for some of the gyms. Like you literally have to study these gym leaders, their move lists, to really make sure your Pokemon don't die.
I
Because
see.
on a true Nuzlocke, you go to one route and you catch the first Pokemon you see. If it dies, then you have to go to the next route.
Gotcha. Yeah, you know what? Maybe that's something you should do because you got the more experience, and you'll be able to be more prepared. Not unless the whole gimmick is gonna be, hey, let's see how a beginner can handle his first Nuzlocke.
Oh, I'm definitely a beginner. I have not done a Nuzlocke ever.
Yeah, but you at least played more
The
Pokemon games than I have.
That is true. That is true, and I did beat Pokemon Emerald Randomizer, which was a. I got lucky at the very end. I will swear to you, I got lucky at the very end
Ex-
because there was one thing I was missing, and it just so happened to be it was a move to be able to get the last gym badge. I had to get cut, and I couldn't find cut anywhere in the map until I went back to the sunk ship after I learned dive from I don't remember where, but I found it somewhere because I randomized the items too. All the items were randomized.
Oh, let me see. Dr. Crow's been sharing his experience. He says, Faulkner is still a cheater in Thai ROM hack. Level 10 knocked out is his ace. And I don't know what this ROM hack has changed. So I'm going in oddly half blind because I know some, but not all things.
Ah, interesting.
So he's going through with one eye open, one eye closed. That's how I'm reading it. But
Man, if you want to try a tough, not super tough, but like tough ROM hack, try the Pokemon Unbreakable Ties with the Nuzlocke. They have it built into the game. If you want to select it, they will let you select it, and those fights are so hard. I swear to God, there have been many times where my Pokemon have fainted, and if it was a Nuzlocke, I would have been failing this game 30 times over because my God, they like the developer for this game is evil because he sets up the most unorthodox moves for some of these Pokemon. You're like, okay, they have a grass type. They have a grass type against me. All right, fine. Let me go ahead use I'm gonna use a electric. No, sorry. I'm gonna use a steel type. Yeah, just cut it down. Get rid of the grass type. The grass type uses an electric move.
Wait, what? Wait, what?
Huh?
Uh,
What? And like it is possible for the Pokemon to learn that like that specific Pokemon is able to learn that specific move, but I'm just like, huh? How was I supposed to know?
these types don't matter. None of this.
Oh, Whitney with her milk tank is literally the biggest speed bump in the game. In that specific Nuzlocke, she is one of the biggest speed bumps. She is the biggest hurdle. Like from what I heard, she is the hardest compared to the Elite Four. She's harder than the Elite Four
Wait,
because with the Miltank, do you remember what Miltank learns in Pokemon?
no, like I said, I have very little actual experience with the actual games.
So in that gym battle, her Miltank knows Rollout, and Rollout it does more damage every turn. But like the thing is, you use rollout, and the Pokemon will keep using rollout until either A, all their rollouts are over. So like I think it can go up to 5, or B, they miss a rollout. So at first it's gonna be like, oh, it's not that much. It's not gonna hurt that much.
Oh,
Second time, okay, that hurt a lot. And it killed my Pokemon, but I got 5 more. I got 4 more. I could do it.
oh, I see now.
One shot to the Pokemon again, one shot it again and again, and
And
yep,
she wipes out the whole party.
yep,
This cow is like a truck. Moo.
yes, it will hit you like a truck.
That's why you gotta murmur. Because it's rollout snowball sweeps. Damn, and all of that from a cow Pokemon.
Yep. And the funny thing is, like, it's even canon in the show because in the show she does the same thing. Miltank, use rollout. Everyone gets knocked out, and they're trying to find a way to prevent the rollout from getting stronger.
That's funny. Oh, but still though, it is. That's all. That's all sounds very all exciting. I refuse. I'll have to refuse the offer only because it's just I'm just not really interested in that type of challenging games, whether it be Nuzlocke or randomizers, with a series that I'm already not too intrigued with. But I do, but the all of the how put this the challenges you guys have to go through just so this admittedly what's historically been a pretty easy game to add some type of challenge to it is almost like kind of go overboard. It was like, nah, we need to make this so challenging that it will be impossible to beat it. But that's why we do it, because if we get that one lucky to be able to beat it, then boom, you have succeeded. You are indeed the Pokemon champion, a real Pokemon champion. Ash could never. He could never. He couldn't survive a Nuzlocke. He will be still right. He will
Well, how
be
about
stuck
this?
right there in the Johto region.
How about
God.
this? What if instead of specifically Pokemon, you can do a randomizer for, let's say, Ocarina of Time or A Link to the Past?
No, because I'm not into the randomizer as a concept. Not really.
Gotcha.
Yeah, no.
Damn. I'm gonna need to find someone else. Dr. Crow, you want to do a randomizer with me?
Oh man, like that.
So, like, what I was trying to get into is this one thing called Archipelago.
Right.
Winter and the others have shown me around with it. You basically link up with each other's games in a way. So you can be doing your own thing, and let's say Pokemon,
Right.
trying to get your gym badges and everything, and they can be doing their own thing. Let's say with Ocarina of Time. There'll be moments where I won't be able to progress unless the other person does something on their side. So, like, let's say they find an item, they find a chest, and they find in that chest, it will say, you found Just Jack's HM01 cut. So then I have now access to HM cut. And then I can go around my game and they'll be like, oh, you found the Master Sword. Well, I guess I guess I found the Master Sword in Pokemon.
Have fun. Have fun. You beat up 80 Pokemon with that thing. No, but I could
Pikachu, use Master Sword.
Yeah, I could definitely see the fun appeal of it, especially if it's streamed and all the pretty much is like, hey, let's just make this a chaotic gaming experience and let's try to deal with it. I definitely see the appeal. I'm just knowing myself. Just knowing myself, I'm like, but would I have fun with that? I may for one session, but multiple sessions probably not.
That was you with Halo 2 Legendary.
Oh god. Oh god.
Hey, do you want to play Halo 2 Legendary again? But this time the modded it's modded in the sense of they re-added all the cut content.
Do we? Yeah, sure. I want to deal. I want to deal with the check how the checkpoint system works and one of us dies. But it's been mostly be me because my FPS skills has not increased since our playthrough so many years ago.
Do you love that section when we played it in High Charity where we barely load into the game and we just die automatically?
Was it like
anyways?
from some jackals or something?
No, it was the section where we're inside the big city ship
that's right.
for the
Oh,
Covenant.
right.
And the game starts you off right in the middle of 10 brutes and
right.
what feels like 20 grunts.
Yeah. Oh my god. I'm still shocked you were able to do it, and by the end of it, I was like, I'm done. Dr.
We did it.
Yeah, we did it. So we did get good. We did get good. Well, you play Halo 2 on Legendary.
You know what, Dr. Crow? Join me in Legendary. Let's see how this goes. Let's see if you can keep up that same attitude.
I hope you got your FPS hand. Your hand. You can't magic your way out of this one.
No, I'm good.
You know what? Wrong type of game. He needs to play Halo Wars randomizer.
All right, Winter. We're doing Halo 2 Legendary. Since you got here with the pee pee poo poo.
Mush
That's your
shishi
punishment.
poo poo. Must shishi poo poo.
Don't pee pee poo poo me.
That's
You're peeping your big event next year?
Oh, prepping.
Oh, prepping. Oh. I was in the middle of talking about pee pee poo poo, so I thought you were making
So
a
for a
joke
second,
there.
I didn't even think he was intentionally being like lurid. I actually thought Dr. Crow was dropping some street slang. He's like, "Yeah, you'll peep this event I'm going to be next year." I was like, "Huh." I was like, "It's like I mean, I get it. I just think Dr. Crow would talk." Shit.
Yeah.
Hells no. give me the Henny. Oh, damn. Now just thinking. Now the joke is, what if the crows from Dumbo were in the modern day?
Stop
Phonics.
the ebonics.
Nah.
It's hurting. It's hurting,
Nah.
Ghetto.
Nah, son. Ain't nothing
Nah,
stopping
Nah,
this
fam.
train. Ain't nothing stopping this train.
Oh, as winter has been stimming, and how the new gen people have been saying it, start digging in your butt, twin. Yep, the new gen say that. I don't know why.
Oh, okay. Maybe actually read Dr. Crow. He says, "I'm not gonna have a lot of time. The event is a lot of that event is a lot of game to play." I see. Yeah. Also,
Oh,
and you know what's
interesting.
Oh, I just kind of realized this year's almost over. Because when I
Yep.
said he said a big event next year, I'm like, oh wow, he's really playing a long time. Wait, hold on, January's in a few months, so it's actually not that long. Dr. Crow. Oh,
Winter, I don't know why that's gravitating towards you.
Dr. Crow's interesting opinion. He says, "I'll still stand by that. Those crows were cool AF. Never picked up they were racist stereotypes." You know what? I had the same thought too when I saw Dumbo as a kid, and you know we were
Same.
just pure children. We didn't know, and even then, I still enjoy them. I believe you can separate them. You could definitely acknowledge it, and you know you should probably never do that again. But hey, it could be a lot worse. It could have been a lot worse. So the fact that they were still enjoyable and didn't ruin the movie, I think it says a lot. And plus, they had a cool song. I mean, when I see an elephant fly, and I can't go wrong with that. I wonder, were they in the
Exactly.
Dumbo remake that Tim Burton made? Now I'm curious about that. If he added,
I forgot that there was a remake. I didn't know that.
yeah, because it didn't come to theaters. It came out because it came out during the pandemic, I think. So it was straight to streaming, like with Mulan. So it was just kind of like it was just released and no one really saw it, or at least not saw it, but it came and went. There we go. It came and went. Oh, you've been playing this for almost 2 years. Ooh, nice, nice. Well, I'll be excited to see what this big event is. Ah, English hard. I am excited to see what this big event is, Dr. Crow. Yeah. Food's about to try to escape my body. Escape my body.
Speaking of food, I need food.
No, you don't. All you
haven't
need is just the photosynthesis. That's all you need. It just
I wanna keep it as a surprise, Dr. Crow. If you like to keep it as a surprise, you can. If you want to say it, you are
sure,
allowed to. But
you can share it with us if you, and you know we'll keep it to ourselves. We don't want to ruin the surprise for anyone else. We won't make it public or anything like that. But I would like to know,
correct.
like with everyone else. I'll put it that way. I want to be part of like, oh my god, is that what he's doing? I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. He's read 2 books. I can't believe it.
Hack. You should have changed the title of this stream to "I read a book."
No,
Episode 230. I read a
no,
book.
is we read a book. All of us. You, everyone,
yeah.
and in the chat,
We-
we all read a book. You know? It's a communal thing. We all come together into the fires and we read from the book. Which book? You can choose which book it is because it's all the books and none of the books.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
Anything here is all of ours together. So like, it's our Hack's bank account.
Or
Our
Jack's Steam account.
Hack's car.
It's our Jack's Jack's what's that device? I forget what it's called. It's our Jack's capture device. Oh man.
It's our Pokemon cards. Actually, no, those are mine. I'll fight you.
Look at this Pokemon bourgeois keeping the cars for himself. No, while us, the proletariat of the Pokemon community, are left to suffer.
Ooh, there you go, Hack. Dr. Crow got something for you.
Ah, okay. That's one part of this. Must 3 comics and watch your. All right then. Then when you have a moment, feel free to ask, and I would do my best to make sure that I can give you my best knowledge as I can. Ghetto confirms that the crows were not in the remake. Probably for the best. Probably for the best.
Yeah, especially with that name. Yeah.
The commies detected on American soil. What? Where?
Where? We're just sharing things.
Yeah, we're sharing things like the episode of The King of the Hill. When Luann joined the Communist Party. All right. I think this is, you know what? I think we can keep this this is deploying mini nukes. You won't be able to find us in Texas, for we are too big and too grand. You will never find us.
Deep in
Of
the heart
Texas.
of Texas.
Exactly. Oh, I'm thinking. Jack, help me. Should I sweet potato or pecan pie? Which one should I get? Because I like both.
Pecan pie.
Pecan pie is good, but I think sweet potato's overlooked. To me, it's like a better pumpkin pie.
No, I hate it. I absolutely hate sweet potato.
Nah, like I'm not.
I hate it. I hate it because of what our school did.
What did our school did to sweet potato pie?
Well, not sweet potato pie, but just sweet potato. They forced sweet potato as my fries for a burger. What kind of monster does that? When you get a burger, you don't get sweet potato. You don't ask the cashier at a McDonald's, "Can I get sweet potatoes with that?" No. You say you want fries from a gold potato. From a gold potato. That's what you want. A Yukon gold potato. None of them sweet potatoes. How dare they feed us a burger with sweet potato
Thanks,
fries?
Obama.
Thanks, Michelle Obama.
That probably was because of Michelle. We gotta serve schools sweet potato fries. It's healthier, better for the children. Michael,
I hate it.
I don't like it either. But as a pie, it's a different story. I would interpret that answer as he enjoys a good American apple pie. But you know what? You can't go wrong with apple pie. Can I get an amen in the chat? Amen for the apple pie.
Amen.
All right, let's start. I believe this is a good, and now I believe it's a good time to start closing closing things off because I want to like end it on a good note. So Jack, go ahead and share what you have to announce until the next episode of the JAC Show.
So if I'm correct, I should be free
From
and readily available for this
from my
next
prison.
week. So tomorrow I'll be for
What?
what?
No, nothing. Continue.
I'm keeping my eye on you. Keeping my eye on. There we go. But I'll be playing tomorrow some more Sonic Heroes. I'll be going through Team Chaotix and most likely Sonic because I mean by that point, yeah, by this point, I'm not really trying to get the emeralds except for the last one for the last act. So I should be good on that department. It'll go pretty quickly. Then from there, I will try to go back to some of the games that I had on rotation for Wednesday. I don't know if I will, but we'll see.
Alrighty then, thank you, Jack. And as for my announcements, so I have keeping the excitement train. It does not stop because I am excited to share that I am officially in the editing process for Spider Blood episode 7. And of course, the editing process, as always, for every one of my big video projects, is always the one that takes the most amount of time. But nevertheless, I'm in the final portion of making that episode a reality. And I am be working, and I'm going to be working as much as I can to get the episode done. Praying before the new year. I'm really hoping to get it done before the new year, just so I can say that I release at least a good amount of videos for 2025. At least definitely I made more than in 2024. I can say that for sure. So that will be my current ongoing project. I as far as stuff in my solo videos, I did have inspiration to make one several weeks ago about the game developer Itagaki, but I got too busy and ended up not doing that, and I've kind of lost momentum on that. So if I make a video on that channel, I'll make it. But right now, I don't want to divert attention away from Spider-Land, since I'm very near close to since I'm in the final act of getting it done. So that's gonna be my focus on, and yep, and only streams you'll see me in is here on the JAC Show, and if Jack ever keeps bailing out, no, I'm kidding. And when if we get too long with no episodes, then I'll do my impromptu game streams just to just to keep this channel going whenever Jack's not around. Who knows? Maybe I'll play Sonic Heroes and show him how it's done. No, I won't. I don't. I'm sure he's playing it just fine. So with
I'm getting E's
for everyone, yeah, E for everyone. So with all that said, thank you very much for watching episode 230 of the JAC Show. Thank you everyone for stopping by and joining in. No, we're not back to that. We're not back to the hack featuring JAC Show era. No. No, we're not back to that. Yeah, because if we were, you actually see a lot more of my video content. Ayo. But no, thank you for watching. Have a good rest of your day, night, and thank you for people watching live and for anyone watching on the replay. We appreciate all your support and your we appreciate all your support. Nothing more to add. Bye everyone, and this is Hack and Jack. Sign off.
Have a good night, everyone.